You're not behind. You're on your own path. Do you ever feel it? That quiet, gnawing sensation that whispers, everyone else has figured it out. Everyone else is ahead. What am I doing wrong? It's a feeling that creeps in when you scroll through social media, hear about a friend's latest success, or see a headline celebrating someone much younger who's achieved what you're still dreaming of. It tells you you're lagging, that you're somehow behind. You look around and see people seemingly soaring. They've found their career passion by 25, bought their first home by 30, started a family, launched a thriving business, or achieved some incredible milestone that feels light years away for you. And suddenly, your own journey, your own progress, feels inadequate, slow, maybe even a little pathetic. You start questioning everything, your choices, your abilities, your very timeline. You feel the pressure to catch up, to accelerate, to conform to an invisible, universal schedule that everyone else seems to be following with effortless grace. But let me tell you a profound truth that can liberate you from this silent suffering. You're not behind. You're simply on your own path. This isn't just a comforting platitude, it's a fundamental reality. Think about it. When you walk into a forest, do you see every tree growing at the exact same pace? Do the towering oaks judge the younger saplings? Does the ancient redwood feel superior to the sprawling bush? Of course not. Each plant, each tree has its own unique growth cycle, its own specific conditions, its own destined height and breadth. Some burst forth quickly, others take decades to establish their roots before reaching for the sky. Yet every single one contributes to the beauty and vitality of the forest. Every single one is exactly where it needs to be, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And so are you. Your life, your journey, is not a standardized race with a universal starting gun and a single finish line. It is a deeply personal, intricate, and utterly unique unfolding. To compare your chapter 10 to someone else's chapter 20 is not only unfair, it's an act of self sabotage. To measure your own unfolding against a timeline that was never designed for you is to rob yourself of the immense joy and profound wisdom inherent in your story. Comparison kills joy. It's a silent assassin of contentment. When you constantly measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel, you negate your own victories, big or small. You diminish your unique strengths and talents. You overlook the invaluable lessons learned on your specific detours. You ignore the quiet, steady growth that's happening deep within you, out of sight, but undeniably present. Let's unpack this destructive habit of comparison. We live in an era of unprecedented visibility into other people's lives. Social media, news feeds, even casual conversations often revolve around achievements, milestones, and successes. It's easy to fall into the trap of perceiving these external validations as the only valid forms of progress. Perhaps you're in your late 20s and all your friends are getting married or buying houses. You might feel a pang of anxiety, a sense that you're behind in building a stable adult life. Or maybe you're in your mid 30s contemplating a career change while your peers are already established in their fields. The thought, it's too late for me, might echo in your mind. Or perhaps you're approaching 50 and you're just now discovering a passion that truly ignites your soul, only to see young prodigies celebrated for achieving similar feats decades earlier. The urge to dismiss your own budding dreams as too little, too late can be overwhelming. This feeling of being behind is a social construct, not a universal law. It's a product of collective expectations, not an inherent truth about your worth or potential. There is no cosmic rule book dictating when you must achieve certain things. Life doesn't come with a mandated syllabus and an age-restricted exam schedule. Growth is not a race. It never has been, and it never will be. Imagine a river. Does it rush impatiently to meet the ocean? No. It flows at its own pace, carving its unique path, sometimes wide and calm, sometimes narrow and rushing, always moving forward. Each bend, each rock, each cascade is part of its journey, shaping its character. Your life is just as dynamic, just as individual. Consider the concept of a late bloomer. This term itself carries a subtle judgment, implying a delay, a deviation from the normal timeline. But history is brimming with individuals who flourished later in life, whose greatest contributions came long after the generally accepted peak years. Think of Vera Wang, who didn't even begin designing wedding gowns until she was 40 years old, after a career in figure skating and fashion editing. She felt a specific need in the market, took a leap, and became a global icon. Was she behind in starting her true calling? Absolutely not. She was on her own perfect path, gathering the experiences and wisdom she needed before her moment arrived. Or consider Grandma Moses, Anna Mary Robertson Moses, a celebrated American folk artist. She didn't begin her painting career seriously until her late 70s, after a life as a farmer and homemaker. Her art captured the simple beauty of rural life, earning her widespread recognition in her 80s and 90s. Imagine if she had dismissed her passion as too late because she wasn't a young art school graduate. Her unique perspective, refined over a lifetime, was precisely what made her art so compelling. What about Harlan Sanders, who founded KFC and became Colonel Sanders after he was already retired in his 60s? He didn't let age or perceived lack of time deter him. He had a recipe and a belief, and he built an empire when many would be winding down. These individuals weren't late, they were perfectly timed. Their lives unfolded as they were meant to, accumulating the experiences, the perspectives, the resilience that ultimately propelled them towards their unique impact. Their stories are powerful reminders that there's no singular correct timeline for anything truly meaningful. So how do you free yourself from the tyranny of comparison and truly embrace your own path? 1. Acknowledge the habit of comparison. The first step is awareness. Catch yourself when you're doing it. When you feel that familiar pang of inadequacy, pause. Ask yourself, am I comparing my unseen internal reality to someone else's external facade? Am I judging my beginning against someone else's middle or end? This conscious recognition breaks the spell. 2. Shift your focus inward. Instead of looking horizontally at your peers, look vertically at yourself. Measure your progress against your own past self. Are you learning more than you were last year? Are you kinder than you were yesterday? Are you growing, even incrementally, in directions that are meaningful to you? Your only true competition is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own growth metrics, not external ones. 3. Define your own success. What does a rich, fulfilling life mean to you? It might not be the corner office or the mega mansion. It might be deep relationships, creative expression, contributing to your community, continuous learning, inner peace, or simply the freedom to live authentically. When you clarify your unique definition of success, the external pressures lose their power. You stop chasing goals that aren't truly yours. 4. Embrace your unique narrative. Your life experiences, your challenges, your detours, these are not roadblocks to be ashamed of. They are the unique ingredients that make you. They shape your wisdom, your empathy, your perspective, and your strength. Embrace your story, including its unexpected twists and turns. It's precisely what makes your contribution, whatever it may be, distinct and valuable. There's power in your particular journey, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's. 5. Cultivate patience and trust in the process. Growth, especially meaningful growth, takes time. It's not linear. There will be seasons of rapid expansion and seasons of quiet internal development. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be right now, learning the lessons you need to learn, gathering the experiences you need to gather. Trust your own unfolding. The seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It requires steady nourishment, sunlight, and time. 6. Celebrate small victories, your own victories. Stop waiting for monumental achievements to celebrate. Acknowledge every small step forward on your path. Did you learn something new today? Did you face a fear? Did you make a positive choice for your well-being? Did you show up for yourself? These small victories are the fuel that keeps you going, and they are entirely yours. Celebrate them fiercely. 7. Unplug and disconnect when needed. If social media or certain conversations consistently trigger feelings of inadequacy, give yourself permission to unplug. Create boundaries around inputs that diminish your joy. Your mental well-being is paramount. Protect your space to cultivate your own unique bloom. Remember, the world needs your unique contribution, your unique perspective, your unique bloom. It doesn't need another clone. Your path is unfolding exactly as it should, at the pace it's meant to. There is no universal behind. There is only your journey, one step at a time. You have all the time you need. You have all the wisdom you're gathering. You have all the potential waiting to unfold. The pressure you feel to catch up is an illusion. The race you think you're in is a fabrication. So, breathe. Let go of the anxious need to compare. Let go of the manufactured pressure. Plant your feet firmly on your ground. Look out at your horizon and walk forward with steady steps on your own magnificent path. You're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be.